rosé, s'il vous plaît. Rosé in French is the same as pink in English, and it refers to the styles of wines that sit between a red and a white wine. Rosé wines are created by keeping the skin of the red grapes in contact with the juice for a relatively shorter period of time that lends it its lovely pink hue. But the beauty is, rosé wines aren't necessarily pink. Sometimes they're bright pink, but at other times they can be coral in color, salmon, and orange even. When it comes to the kind of rosés that I enjoy drinking, I like my rosés to be pale in color, and particularly the ones that come from the Provence region of France, because that's where they make really beautiful rosés. What I like about rosés is that it actually draws from the best of both the worlds, which is a white and a red. It kind of has the lightness and freshness of a white wine and the depth and the fruitiness of the red wine, not to mention they're incredibly food compatible. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the world of rosés through this extraordinary rosé that I have picked for you from the Provence region of France. I'm excited to taste today the Whispering Angels from Chateau Desclans. Now, Whispering Angel is no ordinary rosé. It is in fact the rosé that led the rosé revolution in America to start with. It is what got the Americans hooked on to the pink revolution and created rosé wine as more of a lifestyle, not just a wine, but more a mindset or a way of living. Today, the Whispering Angel is widely considered the most popular rosé in the world and is sold in enormous quantities across almost as many as 100 countries. So the Whispering Angel, you could safely say, is the world's most popular rosé, and what's great is that it's available also for us to enjoy in India. So if you will taste this wine with me, let's do this together. By the way, before I taste, I must also tell you the Whispering Angel won the Best in Show trophy at the India Wine Awards in the 2019. So it was blind tasted by a judging panel of over 20 wine experts in the country, including yours truly, and was adjudged a best in class trophy winner. So it's quite a special rosé, and I think we should taste it without further ado. Oh, there's already some rosé in my glass. Brilliant. I'm being proactive. All right, let's have a look. Now, this is not something I call pink, but it's this lovely coral pink. It's such an attractive, inviting color. Let's take a sniff. I mean, it's a really juicy nose. It's again a very inviting nose. It kind of gives you this feeling of red cherries and red berries on the nose. It's a very sensual nose, a very inviting one, and it kind of has this line of minerality that runs across on the nose that kind of reminds you that it must be more from the old world rather than a new world and just being fruity. There's a little bit of complexity that comes through on the nose that makes it quite sensuous. Let's have a sip. On the palate, it's just juicy and succulent. It's got these lovely red fruit, juicy flavors that come through. My mouth is watering even as I'm speaking about this wine. Again, that complex minerality really comes through on the palate. It's got a lovely medium finish, but what's interesting is that it's really smooth and creamy. It's very easy drinking, which reminds me that a wine like this would be hugely compatible with foods. Now, I feel passionate about saying this, but a lot of us Indians are vegetarians, so we really like to eat our vegetables. And a lot of our vegetables, particularly the green ones, tend to have a bit of a bitter edge, tend to be a bit bitter on the finish. Rosés like these are perfect when you pair them with bitter foods or cruciferous foods. So I would definitely go for this wine when it comes to enjoying with a wide variety of vegetarian dishes. In addition, of course, I would enjoy this with maybe some cottage cheese. I would enjoy this with goat cheese or any kind of creamy soft cheeses. It would be brilliant with all kinds of salads. It would be brilliant with sushi, and I would even enjoy this with a plate of tempura or fried fish or something like that, because It's such a fresh wine. The acidity of the wine would be brilliant at cutting through the extra fatty flavors in your foods. I really like the personality of this wine. It's vivacious, it's graceful, it's sensuous, it's charming. It's kind of extrovertish, but also not very loud. It's still a bit of introvertish, so it's actually very, very elegant rosé. If you're the kind of person who resonates with this personality, you're definitely going to love this wine. Let me tell you the price of this wine. The price of this wine in India, in Maharashtra in particular, is 4950. So it's just shy of 5,000 rupees. To you, it may seem a bit on the higher side, but guys, you know, you're also paying for the brand image. The brand image of Whispering Angel is absolutely stellar. It's, you know, nobody's ever going to question your choice of why you decided to serve a Whispering Angel over a dinner or at just a drinking tasting party. I like to think of this wine as the 3 A's of the wine world. Firstly, it is affordable luxury. So although 4950 may seem a little bit on the higher side, guys, you're really paying for the brand image and the special place that Whispering Angel enjoys in the world of wine. So it is in a way affordable luxury that you'll be pouring in your wine glasses. 2 is it's anytime delicious. There is absolutely no doubt that this is probably one of the more interesting rosés coming from any parts of the world, and particularly one from Provence, which is so well known for its wonderful rosés coming from France. And third is it's an anytime wine. I don't want you to think of rosés as something that is only meant to be drunk during the summers, or something that only women drink, or something that you drink only during the daytime. There is nothing like that. Anytime is good for a glass of rosé. You know, like they say, pink is always in season. So anytime is a good time to enjoy a wonderful glass of a pink wine. And I'm today talking about, in my 20 amazing wines to drink in 2020, the Whispering Angels from Chateau Desclans that comes from the Provence region of the south of France, that is really giving me full enjoyment today. So I hope you'll go and grab a bottle of this wine and pour it at your next dinner party. Not necessarily just brunch, but dinner party. Cheers to that.